Does it work?
Yeah.
Where?
I can
Right?
feel it. Yeah. Just a lot of it.
Hi. Oh my god, my voice. So what's up, guys? This is episode 3 of Discussion Thursdays, and it is again with Gabe. So we are discussing This Is the End. This is a movie that came out in 2013 and is directed by Seth Rogen and another co-director that I don't particularly remember the name right now. But anyways, it was basically made with a bunch of friends with Ray and James Franco and Craig Robinson and a bunch of other actors that I can't remember right now. But essentially, yeah, it is the premise of the world is ending, basically, and I'm not gonna give away too many plot points. But spoiler warning right now, okay? So just watch the movie and then just, come back to this video after you've watched the movie. So remember, everyone, this is Gabe, and then I'm Aaron. So introduction's been made, so let's just jump right into it. Did you enjoy this movie?
I did enjoy it a lot. It was
Thank
really
God.
hilarious.
I actually enjoyed the movie for once. What was the thing that you enjoyed the most?
It wasn't as perverted as most comedies these days.
Are you kidding me? What about that one scene where James Franco and that other dude are just like going at it? They're just like, I'm gonna come all over your freaking furniture. I'm like, you know what? It's getting a little ridiculous.
Like, I mean, like perverted me, like, oh no. Like usually I have the comedies in these days, like have like a woman and like naked and all that crap.
Yeah,
Like,
and
a lot
it's
of
like
sex
it's not
in it.
funny, but like I like that this movie didn't actually have a lot of sex in it. Like, sure, there are still dumb jokes in it, like there are still like really like inappropriate jokes in it, but it's like it's the most well thought out raunchy comedy that I've seen, probably in like the last maybe ever that I've seen in my life ever. So I really enjoyed it. I'm not the kind of person to like raunchy comedies like at all. But I really enjoy Seth Rogen and James Franco as a comedic duo because I enjoyed a lot the interview that came out last year. Everybody knows about the interview, and then I watched This Is the End finally, and I enjoyed it even more. So
Yeah. I didn't expect it at all. Aaron didn't tell me anything about this movie, when I first saw like Crap Got Real, like I didn't realize it'd be about the second coming of Jesus or something like that. Like everybody is descended to heaven.
Yeah.
I thought it was like an alien apocalypse at first. But
I didn't want to tell you
expect
any of the
that
plot
crap.
points because like I had seen the trailer, I read the Wikipedia summary, so I was like, I already know what's gonna happen. The execution is what matters to me the most. But I just wanted you to go in with a blind eye, so not knowing anything about the movie. I didn't want to tell you because it's just best not knowing what's going to happen in the movie. It's just so good.
It was really ridiculous, but it's not as ridiculous. It makes it like unenjoyable. Like like what's it? Like I guess the SpongeBob out of water got really stupid.
Oh yeah, that just kind of like got really stupid to me.
And what's it called? Escape from Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Escape from Tomorrow. That thing was ridiculous.
But it's like enough ridiculous to get you like still sucked in the movie.
Yeah.
The humor and stuff like that. So I thought it was really well thought out and really hilarious.
Yeah. All right. So what's one thing that really stood out to you the most?
That one scene where freaking James or whatever.
James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco. He's supposed to be descended to heaven.
Oh, yeah.
For doing a good thing.
Yeah.
But
And
he's
he just like
being a douche about it. He's like, yeah, screw you.
he just like yes, like suck my and then like
The light
the light
stops.
just like goes and then he like gets eaten. That was funny.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I
that's
know.
freaking-
And then I think it was funny because back to the beginning when Seth Rogen and James Franco are discussing Pineapple Express 2, they were like, oh, you know what? At the end, I should be sacrificed myself and then I should be eaten in the face. And then that's exactly what happened in this movie. So it's kind of like, it was one of those, I think it was like Shaun of the Dead or The World's End thing, remembers? I think it was like one of those movies, one of the Cornetto trilogies that like, at the beginning, it describes the entire plot of the movie. Same thing here. At the beginning, Seth Rogen and James Franco are discussing pretty much how they're gonna die and stuff, and how the movie's gonna work out. And I thought that was really funny because watching it the second time, you see their conversation about Pineapple Express 2, and then you see that, oh yeah, that's actually what happened in the movie. James Franco actually did get eaten, as he said that he was going to be eaten in Pineapple Express. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. You have no idea what I'm talking about right now.
I actually didn't catch that till like after he said it. Like,
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was a really like
Dope.
interesting detail. It's kind of funny.
And that one guy, I forgot his name, but he got possessed or something. Like,
Oh yeah, Seth. I mean Seth Rogen. Crap, I can't remember his name right now.
he's a fat guy in freaking 21.
Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill. There we go. Yeah, he was in The Wolf of Wall Street. Keep going.
Yeah, but there's a moment he's freaking possessed and like the demon. Something like those like scary, I guess, possessions. One of those.
Oh yeah, The
freaking
Exorcist.
ones.
The
Like
Exorcist.
this scene where what's the guy that plays How to Train Your Dragon?
Jay.
Jay.
I don't remember his last name.
He's
I
like,
just know him as Jay.
He's like, the power of Christ compels. He's like, really, Jay?
Oh yeah.
Really,
Really.
really. It was just freaking
I
hilarious.
know, and then he's just like, stop it, it's starting to hurt. It was funny. just the way he said it, he's like, come on, like don't start repeating words from The Exorcism. Like I love the references in this movie. Like you don't have to just be a cinephile to like understand most of the jokes. Like you'll get some of the jokes if you're just a normal movie watcher. Like if you've seen Forrest Gump, of course you're gonna know the joke, and then of course if you've seen The Exorcist, you're gonna know the joke. But it's like those really like weird things to appreciate. Like in the beginning of the movie, Jay references Navy SEAL. I'm like, hey, I got that, and then it's like, you know, like it's just the references is so much fun to like see, and then the cutout Green Goblin in the basement of Spider-Man 3. I thought that was hilarious too. Then the prop camera from 127 Hours, that was pretty funny too. You know, there's a lot of jokes that I loved.
There's actually a lot of product placement too.
Oh
But
yeah,
they can just lay it out
there
there.
is. Yeah, but it's not like they're trying to make it obvious. Like they're towards the beginning of the movie, like they're like, oh, let's go get Carl's Jr. and they're like, each fight gets better than the last. And I'm like, is this gonna get a little bit obvious as the movie goes around, keeps going? I'm like, well, I mean, there is product placement there, but it doesn't make it like obvious. Like, hey, we should get Carl Jr. after this movie. You know, it's not like that. It's you know, like the product placement after the movie, like. Carl's Jr. at the beginning was pretty obvious, but as the movie goes on, it's like it doesn't make it as obvious, you know. Part that I loved was Michael Cera just cooked that out of his mind. It was so hilarious because Michael Cera, he's like one of those typical independent actors that's always kind of sensitive, and then just seeing him here like just blown out of his mind, just like kind of going crazy, and then slapping Rihanna's butt and whatnot, and it was just so funny to see him. Oh my god, remember that guy in the jacket?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy was hilarious. Because if you've seen him in other movies, he's like the sensitive type of person that he's kind of typecast. But then in this movie, he acts really crazy. It's just so hilarious. This comedy doesn't feel like any other comedies. Like I felt like the cinematography was pretty on point, and I felt like the set design was a little bit more elaborate, a little bit more ambitious than a lot more comedies, because coming from Seth Rogen and James Franco's mind, it's going to be a little bit ridiculous, but I just felt like everything was kind of well put together, you know. It was well thought out. It was a very, like, it's not like it's a game changer movie, but it is, to me, it felt very professional and innovative to me, because like it was just so like out there, you know, like it was very extreme. It was really weird and different, and I liked it a lot. You know, I didn't like it the first time around, but then watching it again, I got around to it. I kind of understood it. But one thing that I actually didn't like was the depiction of heaven, even though it's supposed to be a little bit exaggerated. But like, I'm like, that wouldn't happen in heaven. You cannot smoke pot in heaven, you know?
Or curse.
Or curse in heaven. But you know what? It was ridiculous. It's just a movie, you know, so it's nothing really to get worked up about.
It really made me reconsider the kind of people I want to stay with at a
Oh, yeah.
Because freaking Kevin Hart, some guy hanging in the hole, and he grabs Kevin Hart's foot. He's like, "What are you doing? You're in the hole." He freaking kicks him down the hole.
Yeah, I like how a lot of the actors, or most of the actors, are just playing exaggerated versions of themselves, because I'm sure they're not that selfish, because if they're playing selfish characters and they know it, then they know what selfish must be, so they're not that way. I don't know though, I can't judge them. Do you have any negatives?
Negatives. Rihanna.
Rihanna? Why Rihanna?
It's just because she's Rihanna.
You don't like Rihanna?
No.
Do you like her music?
Not really.
Don't worry, I don't like your music either. So what would you rate this out of my rating system?
Probably In and Out. 'Cause I don't know that much about the movie, so I can't really be picky.
I would give this a very I'd give this a Subway with a meatball sandwich.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hungry.
It was good. The only reason I'm not giving it an In-N-Out is because there are some things that I wish could have been changed, like the CGI. Sometimes it would kind of wear off, like whenever you would see that demon that was chasing them around the house. That was a little. It started to wear off a little bit. Like the tension just wasn't there anymore after a certain period of time, and then afterwards, you just see all these creatures and demons. I'm like, it starts becoming less scary when when you just see them and they're just kind of there and they're just kind of chasing these people. And, you know, it just kind of starts wearing off. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. There was really intense moments in there too, and it was funny. It was enjoyable. We're all
violent.
It was violent too. I was very glad about that, and it was over the top. I loved it.
Yeah, disappointing, guys.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
All right. So is that it?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So yeah. I will be making another one hopefully next Thursday. So I'll put his channel right there in the description below, and I will see you in the next video. I got something. So guess what, guys? With my purchase of This Is The End, I got a Big Lots for $5. Guess what came inside? This UV code. You guys ready? You guys ready? It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Oh! And it's gone. I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be too long. And yeah.
It came back to me.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you doing anything?
I'm not good at these. Usually I just end the video when I make videos.
You just ended?
Yeah, like
That's kind of boring. You need an outro or something.
no one can see my face on it.